now.
Hello, everybody. Um, I make a confession. Yes, I'm late, but you won't believe it. I slept until 9:45. Never, ever do I do that. Anyway, I don't have anything prepared, but no, I don't anyway. So, what I wanted to talk about, as you know, Mr. Mufara jumped on yesterday, verified some stuff that was, if you could figure it out, was pretty crazy. Uh, I'm going to go through a little bit of that because when you're in it, you miss some of it, but it was pretty powerful. He said, "We're here to crush it, no joke." And when he says that, uh, from the last time he said it till now, he's constantly stacking the cool. There's always something to reinforce when he says something. He said we've been on a journey for a while. Massive surprise coming out of Michigan, which is no joke. Big thanks to them for their intelligence. I believe he has met up with individuals that actually make him think. That's beautiful, especially somebody that loves going forward, love looking at things. And whatever happened with this group that he said he's been looking for these type for most of his life. And whether they joined ONPASSIVE, they're part of ONPASSIVE, whatever happened sparked something big. And that's pretty cool. And when he brings it up like this, it affects us, or he wouldn't have done it. Everything he does, as wild as this sounds, he wants us to be part of it. And he even said, he goes, it would have been much easier if I did this on my own, because the founders have, it's a love-hate thing, right? He loves them, he wants to do a lot, but some founders have done things that have slowed the company down. No doubt about it. That's why he keeps emphasizing tell the truth, don't add anything. You don't need to repaint the Mona Lisa. ONPASSIVE is perfect. It's getting better every day. So we shouldn't adjust it, make it better, add to it. That doesn't help. He also did a big shout out to Red for his birthday. I'm glad. Uh, I met Red years ago, 2 or 3 years before ONPASSIVE. So I've known Red almost 10 years probably. Um, even when I came into Peter, who came into Red, I remember going back to him and saying, because he would do videos, and I said, Red, you got to get in here and do something because your people love to hear from you. Thank God he did. Um, Last Wednesday, he mentioned the funds are on hold. They were released, but there's a process. And his team kept getting in there. Okay, where's it at? Where's it at? What's up? Where's it at? We're talking tens of millions of dollars. Big chunk of that, or a chunk of that, is money owed to you and me. Okay, and I know that was a nightmare for Ash. Why? He told me that the first time we ever met with him, how important it is to get the money out to the people. It's released. They finally have to beating on them, saying win. Okay, it could take up to 2 weeks. Week one's done, so it could be any day, which is perfect. Um, and the process is underway. That's where it takes time. He said the funds take time going to the final stage. We were told it would take 1-2 weeks. 1 week is gone. Verify sounded like it was almost done. Yesterday he said done. And he said because when he was thinking about verify, it was internal. How do we save the people money? We want to verify them, because it costs a lot of money. As you can see, other companies, it's $8 a month to get verified. It's a lot. And you take somebody like Facebook, who's got 2 billion accounts times $2 or times $5. Oh, come on, it's outrageous. But after he built it, after they built it, of course they got together. This is a great product. So now it's a product that could create revenue for all of us. Crazy. That's how things move in the industry. It is an AI system that would be the best in the market. We saw the need and how much it would cost us to use a third party. Why not build one? And that's what happened. After it's live, we will have another stream of income. My gosh. And I want you to think about something, even for you that never did MLM or any kind of business outside of a regular business like 9 to 5, or in Chris's case, 9 to 9 or whatever. It's very important to have you listen to anybody, Elon Musk, all the big people that have made millions, if not billions. You need to find a way to create or build wealth even while you sleep, or you work until the day you die. Passive has made it where you don't have one stream of income, it's unlimited. Everything about passive is unlimited. It's unlimited income, unlimited potential, unlimited products. Because as time changes, especially in the AI age, I know AI has been 50, 60 years. That's not what I'm saying. But AI this year started last year, but this year is blowing up. Everybody's using it. The advantage we have is we were born with it. Other companies are adapting it to what they have. It's not quite the same. We were born with it. We integrated it. It's part of us, and it's part of a company that was built with heart. So put all that together, and then put it in a company that wants to share the wealth. I don't know about you. You don't need a calculator. That's big stuff. That's big zeros. Anyway, he said, continuing looking for quality people with high levels of expertise. It sounds like he hit a gold mine. I don't know who it is, when he found them, but he's always on that search. He looks for diamonds in the rough at a very high level. How's that? He's looking for people. His foundation is a million strong people with a heart. Now he wants to get on the other side, bring people on that side, and look what he's done so far. Kamal, Nizal, Susan, Professor Susan, their staff. They're building in Dubai now. That's diamond. You're building diamonds on both ends. It can only equal one thing. Damn. Okay. I mean, it's going to be good for all of us. The quality of people around yourself with is very important, and is why the case that keeps getting better and better. Every successful person, and I don't mean successful on passive successful, that's the best of the best, because you have the heart, you will have the resources, you'll be giving. That's a different animal. We have created a new success. But success in general is you determining how far you want to go is very easy. Look at the 5 to 10 people you surround yourself with. Seriously. You surround yourself with people that inspire you to be the best, that you inspire them to be the best. And guess what you wind up with? It's not brain surgery. You wind up with the best. And that's what Ash has done. And everyone around Ash, even down, us, you, myself personally, from the beginning, anybody that knows me, looking for people, diamonds in the rough. I've even had people come back, Marty, this person's a diamond in the rough. We're all doing that. Chris does it, I know for sure, because he'll say it. We got to remember this person, we're getting them on the panel. Blah, blah. Oh, yeah, we do it all the time. Because if a diamond in the rough is somebody is not only outstanding in their positivity or wanting to help, you know that if you share that with other people, it'll be a plus for everyone. That to me is it's magnificent. It's not someone that looks about their own garden. They want to come out and help you build your garden. So when you have a lot of people doing that, it's massive. And as in here, he's not a bodybuilder. He's a mind builder and a heart builder. He wants to challenge himself. So if he walks into a room and he's inspired where he starts weightlifting with his mind, that's where he wants to be. That's who he is. He's at home. Chris said it yesterday. It was funny. Ash loves chaos. A controlled chaos, but he doesn't want a humdrum. Oh, here we are again. And do the no. This is possible. This is possible. Yeah, what'd you think about this? Can you do that and that and that? Yeah, we can do that. We can also, oh my God, and then they're all adding to it. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I love being around people that make you think and will say something and you go, oh shoot, I never thought of that. It only adds to what you already know. But you can't get that out of people unless you let them know you love them and you think and you lift them above yourself. People come into a room different or a video or a webinar if they're looking at you like you only care about yourself. And guess what? You can't hide it. If I was only about me, people would know. They would know. They would know if Chris was. They would know. You know, because you could tell people that want to encourage lift others up. It's part of their DNA. And what did I do? I meet Mike and Dan. Never met them in person. We trust each other every part of life. Within months, Dan gave me his credit card to do ads. Gave it to me. Gave me the numbers, everything. His login to everything. No, you don't do that unless you have that trust. Asked me first, started building himself. Boom, 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 boom. And sometimes while you're doing that, you get burnt. And we all brought this up. Ash brought it up. You don't, because you got burnt, doesn't mean you never do it again. Because that burn is worth it. Because you get burned 5 or 6 times, eventually you're going to find that man, that woman that you need to fit in that puzzle. And if getting beat up a little bit is what happens to get there, it's worth it. That's what Ash did. Built ONPASSIVE. Was it hard? Harder than hard, okay? And every day was hard. Every day, no, you're nuts, you're crazy, you can't do that. And while you're trying to impact somebody's life, that very person is tearing you apart from behind. So you got to go back, repair it. Look what he did. Look what he did to the founders. And you go, okay, we're done. No, he didn't do that. He went, okay, that's one bad apple. I got a whole orchard full of apples. Does he stop? No, he doesn't stop. He keeps going. Did he learn from it? Yes. But he said yesterday, like I've been saying, I loved it. The core is getting bigger. He sees it. And you guys know what I mean by the core. And you don't have to be on the everyday show with me for not to know who you are. Just like Ash. I mean, I met people everywhere. Africa, everywhere. Different webinars. I'm going, wow. There's a core of people that are great all over the world. No doubt about it. And he knows that. Anyway. Ash is stimulated and inspired by a long conversation he has been having with incredibly intelligent masterminds. This is a level of brainstorming that I have been waiting for, and now you all will have it. Guys, I don't know what's going on, but he said, did you know? I remember talking to people the last 3 or 4 months. Something's going on. Ash is jumping around. He's really excited. And yeah, he's excited about what's going on with OnPassive, but something else was going on. Is he building something else? Is there something else involved? And yesterday he kind of answered it. This is what he's another ad stacking the cool. That's why I put that on the video. That's with our 360 stacking the cool. Because if you look at the inside of the message is whatever great we are, he's stacking it even higher, and that's pretty cool. He was very excited to be able to share that whatever these masterminds are, it's going to impact all of us. I'm happy to hear that. This will benefit all of us and give us all confidence in the world that ONPASSIVE will crush it. He's not saying maybe. He's not saying we should be. He don't give a crap about anybody negative, anybody against him. Go for it. Because when you surround yourself with diamonds, big-hearted, strong, very intelligent people, because that's power, and then you come in as a multi-unicorn company, they ain't nothing but bite me written on the front of that bumper. Like, hey, come with me, join us, or get out of my way. Come with us, join us, or get out of the way. People want to get pushed aside. OnPassive that company is gone now. The advantage of being able to push OnPassive aside has been tried. They failed. They're going to keep trying, but that's okay. Every product we come out with, when this thing gets rolling and the payments go through, guess what happens? We start up a storm of success. When that happens, we're only going to get stronger. You start throwing some kind of income in the wallets of people around the world that are starving. They never made a dime like this, and you change countries and people. Get out of the way. We will always be open to take calculated risks to improve the company. Guaranteed. When there's a line there, and he's got his staff, and they say we can go there. But to get there, we got to cross this river of alligators. Calculated risk is you don't just wade through the water. You get the right little boat. It's strong. It's not going to tip over, and you go. That's calculated risk. It's worth it. I'm looking at the other side. I got a long binoculars. I see what we want. It's worth going there. Let's go, no matter what. And they go. That's how the companies get greater. That divides a regular company from a super company. That's what divides them. Some people stop at the bank. I'm not going out there. They made their millions of dollars. They're taking care of a few shareholders. I'm not crossing that freaking Lake Superior. There's no reason to. I'm happy. Ass isn't happy. Let's go. We want to make a mark in the world. You got to make it a mark in the world. If making a mark and changing things was that easy, everybody would do it. So I'm so glad that he has that drive. And he doesn't care. He's going to do it or die. It's no joke. Never understood him saying that. I never liked him saying it, but I understand the concept: do or die. You can't get the best if you don't do the best and take risk. Okay. Ask and the key executives at corporate will let us know when there's to when to get attached to something that is important. Always a good break to come under around the middle. He was talking about coming on Friday nights. Here's what he was trying to say, and I said this before he came on. A lot of things going on. Oh, media. Yes, they signed something mind-boggling, but directly, it wasn't something for us to. Oh, 1201, we're going to go see something. With the mentality, we're getting something down the road. That is a big effect to us. But us directly, where you want to hear what you want to hear, and I know what that is. If that was the case, Ash would have made a post in the back office. They're nice, they're big things. it's building another leg of this monstrous octopus. Subsidiary, you know, you got Omelia, you got stuff we don't even know, but it's all feeding. All of that is feeding the head of this octopus called ONPASSIVE, and we're at the neck of it. We're gonna be blessed with anything that comes in ONPASSIVE. So when you see it indirectly, it's going to impact your life, no doubt. But it's not something that maybe directly is going to change today, because what people are looking for is get the money back in the wallet, clear up this bottleneck, and get the company flowing. That's what everybody's looking for. And if that's going to happen, it might just show up in your wallet. So keep looking. Might show up in the back office. Keep looking, and always look for updates. But if it's something directly to us, Ash would say we're having a webinar, we're doing this, and trust me. So that's when people flipped out over this countdown in the media. I was like, I didn't take anything of it. I took a baby nap in the afternoon. I got up and holy cow, you know, it was almost funny, but don't get worked up. We'll know when we know. Anyway, I'm gonna turn it over to Chris, and I'll get up earlier tomorrow and maybe do this a little wider awake. Go ahead, Chris.
Very good, Marty, for not having nothing. That's usually what you say to me. I did get up early today, 5:30, but not on good stuff. I had a Charlie horse from you know where, and it hurt. I haven't had one of those in a long time. I want to reiterate something that Ash did say that Marty did not say, because it's very, very important. From Ash Mafara, if we don't see the ugly, how are we going to realize the good we have? That right there is an amazing statement, and the reason I say that is because he does face ugly every day. We just don't hear about it. That's the truth. Once in a while, he'll shoot us a text, tell us what's going on a little bit out, and say it's not always fun, but he doesn't give up. He just never stops trying. And before I get into that, I want to say two special prayers for Patty Prescott, who's going through radiation. I don't know if she wanted me to say it out loud, but I want to say get as many prayers going, and she wanted Marty to know. Say prayers for Patty. And Tony Monk's granddaughter, Luna Lynn, who's a newborn. They can't figure out why she keeps losing weight. She is back in the hospital. Ask for prayers for those doctors for knowledge so they can help that little girl out. And Red Redford, I've been messing with him all morning. Happy birthday, brother. I'll give you a break today on your birthday, but I think we filled you up enough. He's actually 63, just for one more. I got up real early, and what do? I pray. First thing I love to do. And Marty knows that I won't do nothing unless I get my prayers in. Sometimes that makes us a little bit late, but that's okay. And I watch, believe it or not, a lot of videos from YouTube, TikTok, things that inspire me, things that move me. It gives me ideas the way I could talk to people that I want to, even though I don't always have the words. But when I see something, it comes out of me. I don't claim all these things I say are always from me. Some things are. A lot of things are what I see, not only through prayer, through people, TikTok, YouTube. It gives me a lot of content that I can use toward talking to you guys, not only as founders, but as human beings. And one of the biggest things that I seen today was a guy was talking, and he said, be your own hero. And I thought about that. And after I thought about it for like 10 minutes, it made a lot of sense to me. Is every one of us have the opportunity to be our own heroes. What does that mean? It can mean a lot of things. It can mean go out and do something good for somebody. I want to be that light in the world where people see and to turn on their lights. That's a big thing for me. I pray that for all of you. I pray that every one of you dig deep and realize that you can be your own hero. And that's just not helping yourself. It's getting out there and helping people. And that's what I always stick to because I believe in it. That's the biggest belief I have in ONPASSIVE is that help factor, which is important. Right now, there's people out there who are lost. They're confused. They feel hopeless. They don't feel like they amount to anything. And I'm here to tell you that that's not true. Every one of us has the ability to do something great. Do we all do it? No. Did Ash do it? Yes. But he actually gave us a tool called ONPASSIVE to help us achieve the light. He gave us hope. And I'll say that over and over. He put hope in my life that things can change. He took the ugly for the last 20 years and probably more, and what he's seen, what he lived through as a kid, and what he witnessed as he grew up. And I can't think for Ash Mafar. I never will try, but I got to think in his mind, he always said, there's just got to be a better way. There's got to be a solution. And that's how ONPASSIVE was born. I believe that. I don't think Ash Mafar has ever put himself first in anything he's done. I think he's always thought about, number one, his family, which is his personal family, and then the foundership of ONPASSIVE. And he talked about how deep the foundership is and how important it is and how it keeps growing. Everything Ash Mafar has done, my opinion is greatness. It shows people that there's hope. It shows people that there are wonderful people in this world, including Ash Mafar, that just want to do good. And he talks about the ugly. The ugly is people that want to come in and knock us down, knock him down for what he's doing. And you know what? You have to just ignore it like Ash Mafar does and just keep moving forward. That's what he does. He keeps moving forward and he doesn't stop. The greater good is something that we should always think about all the time. And I say it, you heard me say it repeatedly over the last couple of weeks, is just stop thinking about yourself right now and think about somebody else, whether it's your family member, friends, neighbors, whatever. Just think about them and what you could do to help them out, no matter what it is. That is the most important thing. What Ash Mafar said, I won't add to it because there's nothing I can add to it. I tell people, go read the notes, listen to Red and Marty's recap, and watch the words come out of his mouth, what he was saying yesterday. Very open, very transparent. Explain to him that on this journey, and this is the first time I've ever heard Ash say this, the ups and the downs. He didn't say that in the past. Why? Because in the past, he didn't have those downs. The last 6 months for him has been pretty tough. But what did he say? Yep, we made mistakes. Transparency. We made mistakes and we learned from them. He talked about cruise ships yesterday, about just getting out there and going on the waters that they've never gone through before and realizing that some things might work and some things might not work. But in order to get out there to realize this, you have to actually go do it. So there's many things that I'm sure Ash Mafar has tried, and it's just not going to work. Did that stop him? No. He looked for different options, different ways. There's no greater sense, there's no greater belief than someone that cares about people and works for people and works hard for people. You heard what he said yesterday. That one, like studying for an exam and your mind's going to blow up. That's what he loves. Me? Not so much. But him, that's his passion. That's why we're at today, because his mind doesn't explode, because he loves that pressure of getting it done and doing it right. And there's, I could sit there and say many things about the guy, but I'll tell people again, he showed his humor again yesterday about how much fun he had last Friday on the old Ron O'Mino show. He had a literal blast, showing you the connection he can make, not just through business. We didn't talk about business. We talked about fun. We told jokes. We made each other laugh. That's what ONPASSIVE is. ONPASSIVE gives people the hope of something better that's coming. And anyone that got into this, I don't know, 2 years, 3 years, 5, 6 years ago, and then been just hanging on at the end of their seat, I think you're all amazing. Because it does take a lot when you think about it. You have to have a faith system, a belief system. And I know a lot of people in ONPASSIVE right now believe everything that he says, like myself. And then we have some people that don't believe. And some of those people have gone astray and made things a little harder for what he's doing. I had a brief conversation with him yesterday through texting, saying, boy, we've wasted a lot of time on negativity sometimes, putting out fires every day. See, for me, putting out a fire is just calling someone and saying, man, that's not what he said. Can you take it down? Real simple. For him, it's going through lawyers, governments. And I'm going to tell you a little secret. They all love him. No matter what you say or what you hear, Ash Mafar is a respected, he's a respected man. Not just through us, but through governments, foundations. That media thing to me, after I read it through, and Ash says, it's a big deal. It's a big deal because he put us there. His team put us there. And they worked really, really hard to do that. A lot of people don't respect that. I do respect hard work. Me, most of you have all worked real hard for yourselves, for your families. Have you ever worked for somebody else this hard, especially from people all over the world with different faiths, races, whatever it is? He works for every one of us. It isn't one or the other. It's all or nothing for Ash Mafaro. And that's what he's doing, and that's what he's giving us. He talked about, very transparent, which I'll repeat, about the payment processors and the withdrawals. And I got goosebumps when he was talking about that. I was very, very excited. I told him yesterday I love living off the edge of my seat. He brought up about Michigan, and don't ask me because I have no idea. And I told him the same thing as, I don't know, but I'm excited about it. I'll wait for you to release it, which for me was pretty exciting, because last time he was in Michigan, I joked with him. He came in in the wintertime, which isn't always good, but to know that he found some individuals, I'm thinking, in Michigan that really lit him up about what they can do, blows me away. I mean, I'm from Michigan. It's like when Red heard about the UK, you get excited about it. But I think that in the future, it's not just going to be Michigan or the UK. It's going to be the world. I mean, I think we're going to have things going in every part of the world because we have people from every part of the world. To me, it's still an amazing thing every day. I will say it again. I think on media, most of us put it on our Facebooks. Read what it actually says. And when you read what it actually says, you'll understand how big that is. You know, like Marty said, another branch. Call it what you want. It's all about ONPASSIVE and about the teams that are working very, very hard for us. But like I said, be your own hero. If you are a little lost or confused and you seem like there's nowhere to go, yeah, there's hope. Hope through ONPASSIVE. Through ONPASSIVE, I'm going to be able to turn a lot of light bulbs on for a lot of people. That I'm going to be very excited to do with a lot of you. So keep that faith, keep the hope. Pay attention to your back office. You never know when Ash is going to show up. He did brag about Friday night Ron and Omino show. He said if we ever get to have that conversation again. So it's always worth coming in and checking it out. It's nice to actually be on a panel when Ash comes on. One way or another, he's going to talk to you. I think he's tried to reach out to a lot of people that are on panels all over the world, and he does that. He spots people, and he listens to what they have to say, and like he said, he learns from it. It's not just always Ash Mafara's way, like a lot of other negative people say. He listens to people. He learns. He gets ideas from people. And he always used to say, uh, if you got money to pay for something to get it going, he'll do it. That's what he says. And passive doesn't give up, just do one thing. It never gives up, and it keeps pushing farther. Now, I'm going to be honest. In my last couple of weeks, I've found out some things in my family, and I have no control over it. It's hurtful. It's horrible for me because I can't do nothing about it. But there are people that can, and not talking anything specific. There's people in this world that can do things that we always can't do. Look for those people. Those are the people that we really want in passive as we progress, as we get bigger. Those are the individuals that are heroes. But you're going to be a hero when you find those people, and it's going to help do a lot of good. So, on that note, I know Marty's talking to his wife or his grandchild. I'm going to say thank you every day. Again, Red, happy birthday to you, brother. I love you. Uh, Praying for also Narelle Warcon lost a good friend today. She's not on here. Praying for condolences for that family, but always saying lots of prayers for when I believe in prayer. If you look at my Facebook, beside ONPASSIVE, I put a lot of good prayers in there, and listen to them. They wake me up in the morning, and I go to sleep with them. They're great words to live by. They inspire me that I am somebody, and I'm going to do great things along with a lot of other people. ONPASSIVE showed me that. Ask Mafara showed me that. And every one of you better understand that you are important. You will make a big scene someday for the better of the good. And I can't wait for that to happen. All right. Are you done? Okay. Whatever that means. And Marty's losing his voice. So go back to bed.
Anyway, yeah, there's all kinds of crap going on here as usual. Thanks everybody. Another thing that sparked when Chris was talking, I talk about I like to inspire people and all that. I'm going to do something a little different. Here's what I really like. I like to start. I like to light your pilot because you alone can be who you want to be or who you can be. Sometimes people through life, their light went out. I'm doing what I do. This is good as it gets. Why make a big deal out of life? Be happy with what I got. If it's the crap end of the stick, that's what I get. That's not true. So be the pilot light to everyone around you. If I myself or Chris can light your pilot light, and that's enough for you you got all your burners, you can turn them up. Please do that and do that for others because I've seen the pilot lit in a lot of the women and men in this business. And 1 year later, 2 years later, 3 years later, they got all four burners on full blast. In fact, they have burners they didn't even know they had. And what does that do? You like the pilot and a good hearted person, automatically they light the pilot in others. Ashwin has lit the pilot in hundreds of thousands of people through other people, from himself. And if you can do that, then you can be who you are. It sounds like a military. Be all that you can be. I believe that. I believe that. But I think life is slowly the wind's blowing of nasty life, and this is what you're getting. That light goes out, and you don't know how to get it lit again. So I would be much rather I'd be happier to be known as someone that lights your pilot light. If I could do that, it sounds like a little bit, but once you get the pilot light on, the rest is history. That's what I believe. So be a pilot lighter for others. Just go in, reach in a little bit by little bit. That little flame comes on. You can't even hear it, but that's where it starts. That's where we all go from just a humdrum life. People settle into what they think is their limits. Like I've told everybody with the pig thing. Well, once we took the fence down, they thought that fence was still there even when it wasn't. And I think people on passive thinks their limitations are the limitations that were built around them from life itself. No, no, no. The people that you think are special or they're gifted or they're lucky, they're all the good things in your mind, I'm going to tell you a secret, and you can do this right after I get off. Guaranteed you're going to be surprised. You want to see the most successful, big hearted, full flames, lights going that you've ever met that you personally could relate to? When we go off here, go in your bathroom and look in the mirror. There they are. That person that you're looking at could be the biggest impact in your life. Not me, not Chris, not whatever. We light your pilot, and the rest is up to you because Unpassive is the foundation for you to do that. You don't have to look around and see who's going to get you because everyone around wants the best for you. It takes that away. We're not family who's negative. And remember, a lot of the negativity is not negativity. It's fear. No, I'm not doing that. No, you're an idiot. No, you're. That's a mechanism for I'm scared to death because people have been beat down so long. They turn an opportunity into, oh, somebody's gonna take advantage of me. I'm gonna lose more money. I'm gonna. One thing, and I'm passive. How do you lose money? We can't even freaking pay. I haven't paid money on passive since September. And I didn't even pay on passive. I paid for O Connect. I haven't paid again. I still have O Connect. I had O Connect before I paid. I have O Connect after I paid. So what money are we paying? What are you losing? I'll tell you what you're losing if you don't come into Unpassive and find the power of Unpassive, because the power of Unpassive is not O Connect. It's not O Staff. It's not O Media. It's not O anything. It's you. You just needed a place that you feel comfortable. And that comfortable is Unpassive. Let's light each other's pilot. Let's do what we can to lift each other up. One of the biggest commandments is love thy neighbor. You think, well, that's pretty simple. Think about that. It's so simple. How come we can't do it? If we all loved our neighbor, we wouldn't be watching TV, wars going on, and little kids getting killed. We wouldn't be seeing people go into a village and kill all the men and women and do nasty things to people. We wouldn't have that. Why? Love thy neighbor. If we just that simple command would be world changing. We can do that. Let's start with Unpassive. Let's love thy neighbor. Let's love thy Unpassive brother and sister. And from there, when the resources come in and you can take care of you, now what? Now you start loving the person you haven't met yet. Or the ones that told you, no, that's this, that's that. They're not negative, they're scared. Some of them are negative. There's no doubt about that. But you know the difference. Those other people will be back. Your friends, your family. They're going to be an Unpassive. They're going to see it. They're going to watch it on TV. They're going to hear about it. They're going to see us interviewed. Why did you do this? This is massive. Wow, what a listen. They're only going to put you there if you shake things up. But during the big shakeup, guess what happens? Everybody comes out. Everybody that's afraid comes out and beats you down. That's what they do. I'm not going to take a chance, but I'm going to go after that guy that did. I'm not going to take a chance, but I'm going to go after my family member that's Unpassive because they got to be crazy. And I'm going to stop them. You're not trying to stop them. You're trying to defend yourself. People are defending themselves because of why they wouldn't take a chance. And what is the chance on Unpassive? What is this massive chance that you're taking? Well, they're going to take them on money. You can't give them money. I can't give Unpassive money right now. I can't even give it to them. If I was a millionaire, take it. There's no way to give it to them. And this is the company you're afraid of because they want to take money? Come on. Think about what we're saying. Anyway, love you all. I'll try to get up before like 5 minutes before the live.
Red's coming on in a couple minutes at 11 o'clock for his birthday recap, and keep blowing him up. Sorry, Red.
Yeah. And then that birthday goes, hey, look, just because they're 5 hours ahead don't mean we are. All
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
So there's no reason this birthday shouldn't go like till 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow.
As a matter of fact, I think it should go for at least 2 days more because he'll feel more love that way.
Well, no, let me tell you why that is. And I want to take on a serious note. He's getting older.
Real old.
And I didn't say real. I just said getting older. His mind may not remember as well. So you can't just say happy birthday, walk away.
I tried telling him today, why don't you come on without the makeup for once? Don't put no mascara, don't put the lipstick on. Just come on regular, show me your real age and see what happens.
But anyway, happy birthday, Red. So fortunate we got to team up together during this journey. And I'll see you all. You say goodbye, Chris.
Goodbye, Chris.